Hello, I'm Pastor Len Smith, one of the ministers here at Shepherd's Heart Fellowship, Osceola, Indiana. Today we're continuing with part 5 of our series about good news communication. And the question today is, how do you prepare yourself to communicate the good news? You see, before you attempt to share your faith with a friend, neighbor, or even maybe a new acquaintance, it's important to give yourself a good foundation. This takes time. It takes time to get acquainted, first of all, with yourself. How do you do this? Through prayer and through meditation. Ask yourself, what are your strengths and weaknesses in relation to good news communication? Then strive to overcome any perceived weaknesses by putting God's plan before your own. Take time to get acquainted with your congregation. Attend your church services. Participate in congregational activities. Find out about church programs that might appeal to others. And I might even add, read your monthly congregational church newsletter. Also, it's important to get acquainted with the Bible. By carefully studying it and many other readings that help to explain not just Jesus' life, but Jesus' teachings. You should also take time to read all you can about the subject of good news communication. Your local church library may be a source of such reading materials. And certainly, here at Shepherd's Heart Fellowship, we have a beautiful library. And I would encourage you, if you live locally, to come and check out our library. In fact, that is where this session is being taped today. It's also important to prepare good news communication by sharing your ideas and faith with other believers. It's a great way to build confidence and explore your faith more fully. In other words, maybe do a simulation of sharing the good news. And it's also important, as you prepare to share the good news, to anticipate questions that other people might have about the gospel or your faith. Some of the earlier series that I've been doing here in recent months about sharing the good news of Christ deal with some of the questions that people sometimes ask. And it's important to not only anticipate those questions, but to think of appropriate answers in advance. So thank you again for tuning in as we continue to talk about various questions and answers that people have about good news communication. Tune in again, please.